Hello, welcome back. Let's see what we have to do this time around. Eh. How kind of you to pay us a visit, Edgar. Now I need not summon you. But a moment ago, a certain Shirley cat returned with another missive addressed to you. See for yourself. Brave adventurer who stood fast and quelled the raging armada of my comrade Buyoko, the time has come for you to return to the Risen Temple. I assume the aspects of Hell's Lid has need of you once more. If so, give my regards to them and dear Soroban. I wonder how it feels to be these mounts going from air to water and then almost immediately back to air. Especially like the furry and fuzzy and the feathery ones. I would also say the mechanical ones, but I don't know how many of them are sentient. Or not appliances. At least with Rising Phoenix, that's just your character. I forgot that we already got all the places on it. Head for the temple or just... well, yeah, I already read this. I'm not going to read this every episode because I forget. And now we got a new one to talk to. Wouldn't do for a guardian stuck on a mountaintop to lose his touch, am I right? So every now and then I come down to visit Bayoko and goad him into a sparring match. I tell you, they're not called the Four Lords for nothing. Even when I give it my best shot, he won easily. And you know what makes it worse? I know he was going easy on me. Well met, Edgar, well met, but wait, where is the little urchin girl for whom I have grown so fond? It would be remiss of us to proceed without her, would it not? Why not summon her with that trinket of yours, your link pearl? Hello, Edgar, is that you? Right now, very well, if you insist. What wondrous things, these link pearls. Now then, let us wait until your friend arrives. Where's Soroban? Edgar Gimbu. Oh, good, you to join us, little urchin girl. You know, there is such a thing as running a joke into the ground. It pleases me to inform you, thanks to your assistance with his training, Soroban's strength has grown by leaps and bounds. Ere long, we may count him among our most formidable warriors. Out of curiosity, where is Soroban now? Engrossed in a very special exercise, I'm afraid. Trust me when I say he would not want you to see him in his current state. Working up a sweat, no doubt. Glad to hear it. Can they sweat, though? But I call you here not to discuss our Kojin friend. The ward has grown weaker, presaging Guru's inevitable escape. It's inevitable! Before he breaks free, the Four Lords must marshal their strength. And so, Edgar, I must entrust you to quell the raging armada of a dear comrade once more. A fight, there's where our warrior of light shines. Who's his opponent this time? See for herself, she should be joining us shortly. It has been too long, elder brother. Several hundred years by my reckoning. Am I too sure you've kept your silent vigil at this time, Suzaku? Let us not speak of such things. You bade me come hither for another purpose. That I did. Koryu's ward grows weaker by the day, and the calamity he would visit upon us draws nigh. The four lords must try their strength together once more. And to that end, this warrior would unburden my tortured soul. Just so, his is the power far surpassing that of a mortal man. He is heir to the legacy of Tenzin. Brother, how dare you compare this creature to that shining paragon of virtue, of kindness? You sully his memory. And you dare think yourself his equal, his better? Then I will put you to the proof, and when you fall, it will be a fate most deserving. Turn back if you would not have it be so, or join me in misery. Compared to Byako, she seems much more angry. The armor feeds upon her grief and fuels her rage. She yet mourns a love lost, but it is not my place to speak. Go to her, brave warrior, and learn the truth of her heart. Time to fight the giant chicken. You crave battle, then bring it, even if it brings you your death. Out of duty, you pit yourself against enemies ever stronger, without hesitation, without fear. You muster your courage, and... No, you are not even a pale shadow of his glory. There was but one man fit to wear the mantle of hero, and he has long since passed from this world. If so, then the Ruby Sea will be consumed by Karu's fury judgment, and we, her sworn protectors, will have failed in our duty. Is Tenzin's memory so sacred that you would doom this land out of spite? Obiako, do you not see? Before I call you brother, I was but a bird who loved a man. Perhaps that was all I ever was ever meant to be, for I can brook no replacement at my side or in my heart, not so easily as you. Have you forgotten his final moments? How he fought and died to defeat Kyoryu? How his sacrificed himself before our very eyes? How dare you ask me that? Every detail is forever seared in my mind's eye, a blackened scar upon my soul. How could I possibly forget? Now, nor should you, nor will I forget every day we spent together on the road. But to exalt the past over the present, to live life in mourning and never move on, is to dishonor his memory. I don't know why, but I want macaroni and cheese now. How dare you speak to me of dishonor? You who have opened our home to this pretender, I see him plainly. How he has wormed his way into your hearts, mimicking Tenzin's manner, cloaking himself in his scent, and seeking to supplant Tenzin in our minds. Listen to yourself, my sister. The Armada has driven you to see Oni in shadows. Let it be quelled before your soul is forever lost. Only to Tenzin will I trust my soul, only his love will I accept. You have nothing to fear from me. That is false! He said, oh Tenzin, very well, but I will brook no delay. I will await you in the depths in my place of mourning, and when it is ended, I shall mourn you too. There goes the fire chicken. Forgive her, Edgar. She is yet consumed by her failure to save Tenzin all those years ago. Her regret is as a festering wound. The love she bore him gave her strength once. Alas, though, it's the Armada has found purchase in her soul. It feeds on her grief and despair. Displaying that your presence troubles her as well. She sensed your blessing and reminds her of him. There were moments when she looked on you with a fire in her eyes. When she gives herself to the Arma, she may surrender to her delusions as well. If so, do not be alarmed by what she says. Stand fast and free from her torment. Be warned, she commands many powers, including the ability to manipulate geometric currents. Only by remaining observant will you survive. I am oblivious. And Edgar probably isn't going to be paying attention to what she's saying. He's going to be more paying attention to not trying to be killed by the giant chicken. At least we're going to be getting a lot of tombstones. So hopefully when we get to the next tombstone vendor, we'll have enough to skyrocket through all of the requirements again. Hopefully without needing to use the well, we can't even change it to a different class that time around. Eagles! That don't say anything. But yeah, once we do a whoops, once we do a look over around here, we'll I'll pause it. I wonder if any one of them is going to be stacking these back up. I mean, that one's not stacked up. That one, let's see, that one's not stacked up. Let's see. I guess he's not going to change back. And I thought there was one over here as well. But I guess it's just those two. Oh, no, there's the other one. Yeah, I guess I'll pause it and I'll unpause it when it pops. There we go. Where's Pandora, the healer that we were waiting for?
beg of you! You gave me the strength to rise from the ashes! Sheathe your sword, I beg of you! You gave me the strength to rise from the ashes! I could not bear to lose you again! Trust in me, my love. I will protect you, I promise! Please, my love. If only you listen.
How long have I been blinded by this dream, this never-ending nightmare, unable to escape the memory of my beloved? I'll give an apology, brave warrior, as well as my life. In spite of the crude and disrespectful way I treated you, you nonetheless risked your life to free my heart from the terrible delusion which threatened to consume my soul. For the first time in centuries, I can reflect on my time with the man I so deeply loved without being driven to tears. I was born into this world long, long ago, blessed with crimson plumage that shone like blazing fire in the sun. My form was likened to that of the firebird of legend, a being said to have the power to confer immortality upon mortal men. Thus was I pursued endlessly by those who yearned to conquer death. To them, to all mankind, I was no more than a means to an end. But Tenzin did not look upon me so. To him I was so much more, and he would become everything to me. Together we traveled, we four lords and the samurai, as comrades in arms we journeyed the realm, feared at first by many for our nature. But Tenzin, dear Tenzin, would not close his heart to the people's plight. Not once did he hesitate to proffer a helping hand, and one by one he won over those who cursed and condemned us. Be there Oni in the east to slay, or revenants in the west to exercise. Without hesitance would he bid us rise to the challenge and leave grateful men and women to spread word of our deeds, word which one day reached the ears of a king. 'Twas by the king's order that we battled the mad aspect Koryu, and despite the many deeds to our credit, we four had only lived some centuries and were no match for our foe. Looks like a Kirin. Might be a horse, Aspis. Against the might of Koru's raging armada, my brothers and I were powerless. But Tenzin, brave Tenzin, he would not be denied. At the last, he unleashed a powerful technique, knowing full well that it would leave him exposed. I watched as the light left his eyes forever. Had I been the firebird of legend, had I possessed the power of immortality, had I been able to rescue him from death's obsidian abyss. And then the cruelest irony of all, centuries later, when I finally went through the change, immortality became mine to command. I can but wonder if my bottomless grief for my beloved made it so. The power of which I yearn so desperately the day is not mine. If not to save him, then perhaps to save those whom Tenzin died. For the memory of my beloved, for his legacy, I shall fight. Let us go and tell Genbu together. And Edgar, thank you. Fried chicken. Big old fried chicken. How did your battle with Suzaku go? Is she still being difficult? Oh, I see you are still in one piece. I gather all went well. Registered elder brother that I am myself once more. You certainly seem different from before, as if a great weight has been lifted from your shoulders. Your face is the very picture of serenity, I say. How very perceptive you are, little one. Indeed, I have a long last come to accept the passing of my beloved Tenzin. At long last indeed, but perhaps such prolonged periods of distress are unavoidable when one lives for more than 1,000 years. I myself am no stranger to melancholy. However, that you are certainly are not. Well, how forgetful of me, I haven't yet see how Soroban's training is coming along. Soroban? Soroban. Oh no, he's become made of turtle meat! Should we call upon Roshi? Wait, I know this joke. It's a firebird. No, it's an airship. Oh no, genre savvy urchins. For this is in fact a very dizzy turtle. Soroban. I forget the name of that kaiju now. I know it's not Jin, right? I mean, I expected him in some capacity, but not like this. He's an adamantoise. No one told me that this training would lead to such a radical transformation. Look at me. I'm a giant tortoise. A tortoise. I was wrong. This is the very definition of running a joke into the ground. How have you already grown moss and whatever those other things on your back? There's no need for panic, Soroban. You probably just recited the words improperly and offered your soul as a vessel for a great tortoise kami. That seems to me like a very, very good reason for panic. Unless I will return to normal after a short while, like with the Tamakobaku of Geomancy. Well, I cannot say with any significant degree of certainty, but you might regain your original form by the time Edgar quells Seiryu's Armamapa. Might, what is this might? Might is not an acceptable answer. You must be exhausted from your battle with Suzaku, my friend. Perhaps it would be best if you return to the land above and take a rest. He's right. I doubt we will be needed here for some time, and Soroban seems to be in no mood for company. Be sure to contact me when anything comes up. I had been meaning to return home, even if only briefly, but given my current state, that seems unlikely. If you could go in my stead and tell the elder I am hale and healthy, I would be most grateful. Prepare self. Edgar, all is well with our friend beneath Hal's lid. What of Soroban? How goes his training? He failed to perform a ritual correctly and was transformed into a tortoise, you say. But you are aware that... Oh, I see. This must be some manner of Eorzean joke. How very amusing. A pity we will not see him again for the foreseeable future, but I will trust it is for the best as before. He should take as much as required. He is a tortoise after all. No, it still makes no sense to me. And this will be it for this episode. See you all in the next.